over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to post 6 short sports star assemblies for you guys to watch at home, and we'll also be watching that at school. In those assemblies, there will be 6 of my favourite sports stars, and they will be talking about their life in sport, what they have done, and we're going to use that as a bit of inspiration for you guys when you either return back to school or when you're at home, to motivate you to do some more home learning. The clips, there'll be short clips of them showing what they did when they were doing their sport, and then talking about some of the stuff that makes them become a fantastic sports person. This hopefully will inspire you and maybe make you work harder and get some dreams about maybe what you want to do as you get older. Next, we're going to talk about a gymnast called Craig Heap. Nowadays, the profile of gymnastics is incredibly high. You've probably heard of maybe Beth Tweddle, Lewis Smith or Max Whitlock, because they've been incredibly successful over the last few years. In the 1990s, gymnastics profile was really low. They weren't household names. But along came Craig Heap, and in the 1998 Commonwealth Games, he won 2 golds, and he also qualified for the Olympics in Sydney in 2000. Here's Craig's story.
Pull away in the men's team competition. Craig Heap was the alternate in 1994, but is making his mark in KL.
Obviously, it was a positive learning experience. He's putting it to good use here. Uprise full, right into a death. You know, Scott, he pulled in a little too close for my liking on that. Beautiful. Pirouette right away, another death. Nobody does 2. Boy, England swings on this event.
Using great team power here, using Lee McDermott, their star, to good advantage, even though he's not completely right. And another good routine by Craig Heap.
These guys are on a high now. They can feel that gold medal.
Hi everybody at Albert Pye Primary School. I want to introduce myself. My name's Craig Heap. I'm an ex-Olympic gymnast, double Commonwealth gold medalist, and one of your teachers, Mr. Mackenzie, got in touch with me and said, would I mind talking about my favourite medal? No problem whatsoever. I've been British champion 14 times, and believe it or not, none of those medals are my favourite. I've captained England to 2 Commonwealth gold medals, and none of those are my favourite. But in the year 2000, and that's a picture of me up there on the rings, at that very Olympic Games, I was the only male gymnast to represent Great Britain at the Sydney 2000 Olympics. And even though I didn't medal, I hit my personal best. And for me, that is without doubt the greatest performance in my entire gymnastic career. Where did I finish, you're saying? Was it 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th? No. I was 32nd in those Olympic Games. And for me, that's what I think sport and life is all about. There can only be one winner. But does that make me a failure? Does that make you a failure if you don't come first? I don't think so. A 32nd for me was the greatest achievement because I did my best. And I would show you my commemorative medal. However, I've sent them away to get cleaned at the moment. But when you go to the Olympics or Paralympic Games, you come back and you get invited to Buckingham Palace. So I'm going to say who lives in Buckingham Palace. And you're right, it's not me. It's the Queen. And you go down, you meet the Queen, and you get presented with one of these. And that is my official Olympic pin badge. And as you can see there, it's got a number on it. And I was participant number 122507. And I got that for competing in the Olympics, and that's one of my pride possessions. You also, when you go to the Olympics, get one of these mug shots. As you can see, I look a little bit younger there. That was in 2000, so 20 years ago. You must wear these everywhere you go around your neck in the Olympic Games, because if you don't, you can't get in. OLV, Olympic Village, that's so important. Yeah. D, that's for dining. Yeah, you need to get into the dining room. That's really important with the knives and forks there. So I also got one of these in my time. A Blue Peter badge, pretty cool, hey? But I hope you're doing well, guys. It's been a bit of a tough time lately, but you'll be back at school in a couple of weeks, no doubt, or you're in school while you're watching this. I hope one day that I'm invited into your school and share my story and show you loads of cool videos of me doing gymnastics. But until that day occurs, stay safe and be the best that you can be.
In Craig's clip to us, he talks about the pride that he had and feeling proud. Well, being proud means when getting really, really good pleasure out of something you've done yourself, or maybe someone else has done that you feel a real sense of pride. When Craig was younger, he wasn't always the best, but using some of the other things that we've spoke about in some of the other assemblies, hard work, practice, never giving up, being resilient, he worked incredibly hard because he wanted to represent both the England team and the GB team. He wanted to feel that pride of wearing the British shirt or the England shirt. And in the clip that he shows, he actually said that the proudest thing that he had wasn't the medals, wasn't the gold medals that he'd won in the Commonwealth Games. The proudest thing he had was going to the Olympics in 2000 in Sydney, and he came 32nd, which you might think, oh, it doesn't sound great. But for him, the pride that he had in himself for that result was the most proud that he'd been. Every time you do something yourself, you should be doing it so that you make yourself proud, maybe your teacher proud, maybe your family proud, your coach proud. Craig did it. He did it for himself and for other people. Why can't you do it?